Hello, you lovely Leos. Welcome to the Astroflower family. We're going to be doing a reading going from the 17th through to the 22nd of April. We're going to be going into your chakras, your aura, and then finishing off with a tarot reading. Thank you very much for joining here. I hope you have a lovely reading. So, without further ado, let's just get straight in here. Here we go with your chakras. Let's see what's going on with your root chakra. Very nice. We saw this in the collective reading as well, and on the individual reading for the mid-April on our channel. And the root chakra is really large. It's building upon those foundations that you have, and you've done really well, Leo, over the past couple of months. It's really, you've come into your own in a way. You've really flowered. It seems like. Bringing forth most beautiful aspects of you, really. A lot of confidence this has been building within you, and this is also setting this position of this foundation that is within you, and it's really nice. Absolutely lovely. Let's have a look at what's going on in your sacrum. Now the sacrum is totally open now, and this is all have to do with the pole shift energy, the changing energies. It's changing our chakras. I've noticed this over the last sort of 6 months to a year. And it's really getting into, and it's for you, it's not for every single sign, but for you in particular, Leo, it's really homing in on those fundamental desires. Fundamental desires is like, I'm hungry. That is a fundamental desire. A heart's desire is I would like to eat pasta. It's what you'd like. So it's almost like the needs in your life, and it's really getting poignant and very focused on very particular aspects of that foundation that is really solid within you, and is going to drive you in a direction which builds upon that foundation to give you those needs or those fundamental desires, so you can explore your heart's desires with greater potential. Let's just see what's going on the solar plexus. So yeah, the solar plexus is changing as well. It's becoming very well defined. It's tying into your sacrum a lot more. So it is this week here does seem to be a case of going, because you're moving from your summer period into your autumn period. This is a rhythm in your life. Your winter period starts on your birthday. And then it follows very much like the rhythms within the sun and the solar energies, and the Earth's energies. Sorry. So you're moving from your summer period, and the last 3 months before your birthday is the autumn period, and this is helping you to focus on your needs and getting things down. It seems like there's a lot of work in there as well. Good work, and I think you're going to enjoy it as well, and very productive work as well, because it's feeding into that. Let's just see what's going on with your heart. Your heart's very sociable. It's open up to connecting with other people. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're just your partner or your friends or your family, but it also means connecting with people that you pass in the street. General here, it's very wide here, your heart chakra. Very open. It's not focused on one particular relationship. It's almost focused of, being serene or at ease with everything that is around you, and it's almost like a heart's desire that's wants everything to work, and it's not just for you for it to work for you. Obviously, it's got to work for you, because otherwise it doesn't work. Initially, that's what the first step is, making sure it works for you, and then at that point there, you're in a good position where it can make it work for other people. And it is, I think it's like you're radiating this love and this optimism that you can have in such abundance when you want it, Leo. And it seems like that's what the energy is blowing through you there on your heart chakra. Let's just see what's going on your third eye and your throat chakra. So this is really, it's, as I say, the changing times. Usually you have your third eye above your throat. It's the same chakra, just in a U bend like that. That's the front, that's the back, or that's the front and that's the back, depends on how you look at life. So, and as it's opening up, it's basically the chakras are coming into alignment with one another, which is opening up that idea of saying things and being logically without even having to think about it. It just seems to be a natural flow that's coming through you. So that's really nice. It seems to be dealing or creating a lot of clarity within your mind's eye. Let's see what's going on in your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is building. There's no doubt about it. It's building into this. I'm not a good surfer. I'm a very bad surfer, but I do enjoy going out in the waves. And surfers talk about the seventh wave being the biggest wave, and it's like you're building up to that seventh wave of consciousness within you, and there's accumulation that's almost getting inside you, and it's coming into this logical revolution that I was talking about. And when it will and it's going to overflow throughout you, so you're going to have this very conscious moment, probably in the next sort of 2, 3, maybe possibly 4 weeks, which is going to set you up. It's going to activate a lot of your potential, basically, as you go into life. Looking very nicely set up. Yeah, nicely set up at the moment. Let's have a look what's going on in your aura. Okay, this midsection that I was talking about in the mid-April reading as well, you have, but you have it a lot smaller than most other people. And I think this is because of this confidence you have within you. It's almost you're just riding with ease the complications that's being thrown our way from the outside world, through the media, through big businesses, through sort of governance and that sort of thing, where it's no longer logical to the way we live our lives. And as they throw things at us, you almost sort of like, you're just kind of like, you're just letting them, batting them off like that with ease. It's just like, it's like you're a martial arts master, wah, da, 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 da. It's really nice way to see your energy there and your aura. And there is a realization that comes, I think it was going to come around about sort of Friday, around that sort of period. I think there's a realization within you that you're moving on to the next level. It's also going to help you, this realization, to deal with what that midsection is all about. The energy flow is definitely flowing into your sacrum, fundamental thing, and even on the top section there, it's pulling down onto that. I think it's also, keep your heart very light and bubbly. Don't get involved in any sort of judgment calls really on other people. Just, if people got a bee in their bonnet, just let them roll. Just let them go by. I wouldn't get into those sort of situations that doesn't really give you anything out of it, basically. And the energy is really sort of like moving towards your sacrum, to your fundamental desires. Let's get on to see what's going on the cards here. Let's see what we can pull out. Obviously, we've got the overall energies here in the middle, the karmic messages on your relationship side and on your financial side, how the universe influences your guides are influencing your karmic path, your guides are influencing the conversation that is within you, and the outcome. We will be clarifying these cards as well with the Light Seers pack as well. Let's just see what's got in for you. Thank you very much for being with us, Leo. I really hope you're getting the best out of life. Really do. Let's just see what's doing it. 3 of Wands. The overall energy is, I think it's mainly bringing it to you, allowing things to come to you. This could be seen as procrastination. If you are procrastinating because you may not know where you're supposed to be going, take time out to listen to your individual chakras. And I mean listen to them. Don't sort of kind of saying, oh, that means that, that means that. Just kind of listen, just take it in. And then when you take it in, just put it all on the shelf around you. Just allow it to be. And as you live life, all of a sudden that will correspond with things that your chakras have been telling you. And it'd be very easy for you to get that direction in your life of what you should be doing and where you should be going. And it'd be a lot less stressful about it all. So this card here is this Harbour Master that can see the potentials coming in in like new boats, and also sending out as well. And I think this is where you are coming into your strength in a way. It's almost being like a bit like an emperor in a way. And you've accomplished already things, which is those 2 wands standing there. and you're holding on to that one wand, ready to go on a journey. And I think this is going to happen when your consciousness kicks in. Let's just see what's going on in your karmic message on regards to your relationship side. As I said, with your heart chakra, it plays beautifully into this. We've got the Three of Cups, very sociable. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the celebrations of the life that is around you. Yeah, connecting with people that is around you, that not necessarily that are in your sphere of family, friends, or even within your couple. I just think it's sort of like, greeting the world with, with an open heart, basically. That's what it's sort of saying here. And then we got the Nine of Pentacles as well. And this is, the universe is trying to sort of say, make sure this social interaction is very much on a physical level. So it could be a case of just going for a cup of coffee with someone. And when you go for that cup of coffee, you'll see someone else down there and say, oh, I haven't seen you for ages. And this is whole, socializing aspect of it all. One thing I didn't say is you've got the Three of Wands there and the Three of Cups. So it's that three is, it's that very strong position, like a pyramid. But once you start getting into 3 and 3, you're talking about the Star of David. So you're getting into even more sort of accomplishment, the harmonization of the yin and the yang, basically. And this is what it seems to be like. It's feeling happy in your position and allowing things to come to you. But you need to sort of get involved on a physical level, I think. Let's just see how your guides are influencing you on your karmic path. We've got another 9. The 9 is the ultimate number. It's the kingpin. And so you do 1 times 9 is 9, 2 times 9 is 18, 1 and 8 is 9, 3 times 9 is 27, 2 and 7 is 9. It's always 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. It brings you back to home. And the guides here is what I was saying about earlier on, is if people are going to come into your life that are just causing a bit of, they're not really doing it, and they don't understand this logical revolution, this new logical paradigm that we've gone into, then, allow them to be your healthy boundaries to sort of say, oh, I'm not going to get involved with that. So, it's a case of, pleasing some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time, sort of scenario. And getting into social situations, obviously you're going to meet people that are just not on the path, and this should be one of those healthy boundaries to sort of trigger you to sort of say, just don't get lost from your path. Just don't forget about being sociable and enjoying life and stuff like that. Don't get lost in other people's woes and worries. Ace of Pentacles, this is what's playing into your conversation. It's almost like the carrot that's leading you on. And the Ace of Pentacles is about learning about the longer cycle, the birth to death sort of thing. It's almost planting that seed and then harvesting the fruit, and like a wheat, planting a wheat. So then obviously then the plant dies, but it's yielded loads of fruit for you. And it's learning about that longer term process. So it's developing those social connections that you do have with the people that are around you, being very open and sociable and loving life, but realizing that is actually some of these relationships look like they're going to be being converted into longer term close friends or partners, but it's all within the physical realm here. We have the Nine of Pentacles and we have the Ace of Pentacles at the top. It's a bit like how you connect with everything in a physical sort of sense, with the world around you. So yeah, it looks really nice for your relationship side. Certainly reiterates that heart chakra that we were talking about earlier on. On your financial side, or your material side of life, your work aspect, and this has to do with job, business and relationship, business and projects, you've got the karmic message, which is the the 10 of Pentacles. So you got the 9 of Pentacles over here. Now you got the 10. This is your karmic message. I think what they're trying to explain to you here is that actually you have all the potential within you, and developing that potential within you is going to you're going to feel like you're on this righteous path, and you're going to know it. It's going to make you feel like that you have everything within your possession, and knowing that is going to feed that fundamental desires within you, and also that foundation of that root chakra. The Empress card, a lot of people have been getting that as well. Now the Empress card is about sort of connecting body, mind and spirit. So it's connecting all aspects of life. And the Ten of Pentacles, we get these two white dogs, and it's almost like, you know, like energy is your faithful friend. And it is connecting that idea, that energy, in order to convert it into the material world, giving birth to new things. And this is where the universe is trying to help you here. They're trying to help you convert those ideas of what you've got, maybe starting a business or going for a promotion within your career path, or starting that project or developing that project. And the universe is saying here, is saying, you know, if it's within you emotionally and energetically, you can definitely convert it out of the chaos of the world that is around us into something that gives birth to a really good position for you. Then we've got the Queen of Swords. Very, very powerful side. As I said, I think there's work involved in all of this. And it's obvious here that your guides are sort of saying here, you have chosen a position, you have chosen a direction. Keep on with that direction here. This is that sort of stick in the carrots and stick scenario. And it's sort of saying to you, do not go backwards. Keep control of your emotions. So then, therefore, you can feed your emotions into your physical world and convert into benefits for you in the material world. And it's having that clear, decisive direction, which is really important. If you don't have that, revert to what I said earlier on. Listen to your chakras. You will find it. And the moment you do find it, you will make leaps and bounds going forward and finding that direction. I think this new direction is also coming into your life with that Three of Wands, or a step up in a way. I think it's stepping up to a new level. And then you've got the Knight of Cups, so offerings coming into you. And I think these offerings are coming in because you're putting it out there. The universe, and that's a little bit how the law of attraction works, you've got to put it out there in order to get it. It's not just going to, you can't just sit there and it's going to turn up. Sometimes it does, which is very nice. But the majority of the time, that's not how it works. The majority of the time is what you put in is not equal to, it will be less than what you'll get back. So you put in, say, like $1, you will get back 10. And this is what it's saying here, and it's helping you to realize that you have all the resources going forward. And with all those resources, it is going to provoke people to come towards you, which I was saying here, with offerings. It might be a case of you having to put it out there initially, so apply for that job, or start that new product range within your business, or start that project, and then all of a sudden things will fall into line which will help you get the success that you need. And you'll have the Queen of Wands at the end. Look at this, you've got the Empress, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands at the top. Very passionate energy, almost magical in a way. The way that the Queen of Wands is almost sitting within her power because of this passion she has for what she's doing. It's got that sort of sun energy, which is very much you as well, Leo. And this sort of interaction with life that creates a lot of magic, which is going to sort of help you really move on to what you should be doing and make you feel completely at home and at one with yourself, basically. The more you do this, the more you will feel much more secure within your life. And it's not that security is a problem for you at the moment, but I think it's going to be converted into physical aspects, not only within your relationship side, but certainly within your material side. Let's just clarify these with a bit of with the Light Seers card. So you got the Page of Cups, believing in miracles, seeing these miracles that are happening in front of you, knowing that you can be part of it. And I think it's this being patient and allowing things to come to you because of what you've invested in life. With the Three of Cups, you get the Hangman, seeing things in a different way, of seeing how you can interact with everybody around you. This very joyous energy. I think it's going to give you another perception of the world with this logical revolution, basically. Two of Swords. Two of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles here. We were talking about, I was saying that, you know, it's going to be very much on a physical level, but don't just... I almost feel like sort of don't stick to the traditional things. It's almost, you know, throw a bit of a curveball in there. Realise that there's a lot more to life than maybe just not just going for a coffee. Saying to someone, hey, they do this this amazing thing down the beach with this coffee and ice cream. Do you want to go down there? It's a real experience. And just turning that normal thing into something a lot brighter, a lot more energetic in a way. And I think this is like almost asking you to sort of saying, with this physical side, the universe is asking you to step a little bit out of your tradition, your normal, your habitual sort of stuff. Yeah, the guides here are trying to, with these healthy boundaries, trying to keep balance within your life, harmonious within your life. Don't let things come into your life that are destructive at the moment. If I was you, your guides are trying to stop that, and I would listen to them and allow them to do whatever they have to do what they do best, basically, and they will provide you with a situation where on your karmic path you will be very harmonious about sort of going forth with it. Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Wands, sorry. Okay, so when you're planting these new seeds, don't try and take on, I think you're going to meet a lot of people at the moment. You're going to be connecting with a lot of people. Be careful not to invest into too many different types of relationships, because that may end up making things a little bit too heavy. I would be very selective of who you wish to take your relationships with on a further, in a deeper level, rather than just sort of like trying to be friendly to everybody all the time. As I said, you can satisfy some of the people some of the time, but you can't make everyone happy all of the time. I think it's having that sort of mantra within you will help you to understand. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups, and it is going to be nurturing. It is going to be you investing in your life here as well, which I think is a really good thing. It actually provides a lot of things for you. Yeah, and I think this is happiness. So it's happiness after difficulty. I think this difficulty is a long way away, and I think this happiness is here, and you should be enjoying it, or celebrating this happiness within, not only within your physical side of life, but also within your emotional side of life. It actually bodes really well. And we got the Judgment card. Look at this. We've got lots of things that are coming to a head at the moment, and this is what I was talking about, where you're moving into autumn period. So things that are gradually filtering through you, seeing things in a different light. You've got the Justice card and the Judgment card, which comes in on top of the Empress card, of finding that evident path, of converting all those energies and emotions into the material world. And this is, I think you're going to really get, it's going to come much more clearer to you how you do things and how you progress. The Queen of Swords is has the Four of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. This is normally holding on to things too tightly. I'm not sure if it is that here. I think it's more of a case of you've chosen this path, you've got to follow it, and you will get, everything will be behind you, encouraging you on. And this is where I think the Four of Pentacles is being wise about how you spend your money more than anything else. Wise about how you invest your time, your effort, your money, everything that is in that material world, if you're wise about it and stick to that clear direction that is within you, and that plan that is within you, it will be money well spent, or energy well spent, I think. And we have the Knight of Cups clarified by the Queen of Wands. This opportunity coming into you, which I think is being offered from elsewhere, as I said, with the Three of Wands here, this opportunity that's being offered to you is not only going to be an opportunity that is financially going to be rewarding, but it's also going to be incredibly satisfying for you. It can be said that incredibly satisfying emotionally, but it's also going to sort of bring up those passions within you, and concentrating on one aspect as it comes in. As these offer comes in, really home in, get down to the nuts and bolts and find out where your passion lays within these offers that comes within you. And that's going to lead you onto that Queen of Wands, which you have again at the end. And this is where you're going to think that you're going to get this feeling that life is really magical, and it's sort of like it's playing in your favor. So the Queen of Wands is by the Hierophant. I love the Hierophant card. I really do. The Hierophant card is it's a teacher, and it's that trilogy that has on there, which I was talking about, that structure of the threes earlier on. It has that trilogy, that 3-level learning on his teacher. And that learning is each of those steps leading up to his heart's desires, and is the same as that heart desire that this queen is looking at here. Is recognizing that heart's desires in your future. You will know how to get there. This is very much on the material front, how you get towards your dreams and aspirations. And you've got to use a lot of your passions, basically. The only warning signs is really on this material side. Just don't take on everybody's woes and worries. But apart from that, it's looking really beautiful for your future. You can really start seizing some beautiful opportunities or beautiful progressions within your life over the next sort of month. I think it's gonna roll out over the next sort of 3 or 4 weeks. It'd be very interesting to see what happens in those sort of readings. I do have the solar eclipse reading coming out this Sunday, collective reading, and your individual coming out on Monday. So it'd be interesting to see that, because that's going to be a 6-month reading to the next set of eclipses, which is in October. I also got the lunar eclipse coming out in the beginning of May as well, reading. So they're different types of things. One's made much more for the material world, and the other one's made much more for the hidden world. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out in your reading. This first 2 months of that reading. It'd be really interesting. But certainly you're going in a beautiful direction here, Leo. And I think you have created it. That's the beauty of it all. You have been part of it. Okay, thank you very much for being here. I hope you got the best out of this reading. I hope it helps you a lot in order for you to activate your potentials and your possibilities. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.